Time now for What Are the Odds? DraftKings Sportsbook lists Gerrit Cole at -121 to reach 100 strikeouts this season. That means you bet 121 to win 100. Jacob deGrom at +145 to reach 100 strikeouts this season, which means bet 100 to win 145. So, Anthony, we'll start with you here. If you needed a strikeout, which pitcher would you want on the mound? I'm assuming it's between the two of them, but you can pick any pitcher in New York if you'd like to.
I did look at every pitcher in New York, and this was a really fun thing for me to do. I looked at Ks per nine. I included walks per nine because if you're not going to strike him out, you might give up a hit or a walk or something. I included whip, and I included Ks per walk. I included all those stats in the research that I did. I came to the conclusion that Gerrit Cole would be the best guy to strike someone out. I think his K rate last year was insanely high at 13.8 Ks per 9 innings. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. That leads to a K to walk ratio of his last year was 6.79 Ks per walk, which is incredibly high. His whip was only a .895, so he's not letting anyone on base, basically. Your next best you think of with the Yankees, you think of Chapman, Green, Ottavino. Actually, Tommy Conley came up as a really good option. And with the Mets, it would be deGrom, Lugo, and Diaz. Diaz walks too many guys. Lugo actually has a better K per walk and a lower whip than deGrom. I actually would go with Lugo on the Mets, but I think overall it would be Gerrit Cole.
Diaz, come on, please. Look, if I had one guy, the numbers don't always tell the story. We've watched how many times over the years, and this is not to take away anything from Chapman or Gerrit Cole, how many times have you seen Jacob deGrom bear down when he needs a strikeout the most? The inning I always reference is the game he started in Philadelphia, loaded the bases, right? It was his first game back, or there's some issue, I forget exactly what it was, but loaded the bases and then proceeded to strike out the side. That is Jacob deGrom. When he needs it, he will get it. So for me, if I had one guy to pick to get a strikeout when needed, I'm going with Jacob deGrom.
You know, Sal, I agree. I was trying to get clever, too, and go through all the different relievers, and I knew I wanted to pick a reliever for this because that's what managers do. You deploy an Ottavino or a Chad Green, an Edwin Diaz when he's right to get a big strikeout. But ultimately, I had to go with the intangible, that, like, I need that strikeout. I'm betting my life on it. And who do I want? In New York, it's got to be Jacob deGrom. Just seen too much of his elite competitiveness.